Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Biker Sin. Now, this topic today is going to be a bit of a weird one. It's basically in regards to SpikeyBiker's newest vlog about when he was talking about when he almost got murdered. I've been in sort of, the same situation, but it's not the fact that I was basically an innocent bystander. Anyone that knows me on a personal level knows that I used to be involved in, the gang culture and stuff like that. This dude's on his fucking phone. And, I did have a lot of problems with other people just because of the gang that I was affiliated with. There was this one day, I will never forget this day. It was basically when I was about 17, and it was me, my best friend, and my younger brother. We were on the bus, and we were just, going to Croydon, to do some Christmas shopping. And we were on the bus, and I saw one of my old friends on the bus, and we were talking because he just came out of prison and stuff. And we were just talking about this other dude, one of my next friends that went to my school, but I haven't seen him in a long time. And as the situation came up, like in the conversation that we were talking about, I didn't even realise there was this other dude at the back of the bus, and he was like, "Oh yeah, don't talk about him, blah blah blah." I was like, "Listen, you can't tell me who to talk about, like, that's my friend as well, innit? Like, that's what I mean." So anyways, now he basically got off the bus by the mosque because it was on a Friday, so he was going to say prayers for Jummah. As he came off the bus, I saw him like he was looking back onto the bus. So because of the person that I am, I'm not going to be backing down. So I was staring him out as well, thinking, yeah, that's the end of that. We came out of Foot Locker, and then I just heard someone say, "Oi!" So I was like, huh? So I looked across and I saw him, and he was with this other dude as well. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, come here. So I went over to him to see what he was saying. And literally, as I was, so say for instance that cab's him, I got to about this close to him, and I saw him reaching into his pouch, and he pulled out this huge ass knife. And I was like, fucking hell. So then I started literally blowing. I was running for my life because I was like, I'm not getting stabbed for no one. As I was running, I heard him saying to there were some other guys that were there as well, and he was like, "Oh, grab him." I was like, fuck that. Oh man, you should have saw the way I was running, man. I had my Usain Bolt on. I was off. No one was catching me. We ran into this shoe shop, and then they were like, "Yeah, if you don't go away, we're gonna call the police and stuff." And then he was just just laughing and shit. And I was thinking, this is all a joke to this dude. Then it was about 2 weeks later. I was coming from college, and it was dark. It was really dark, and so I got on the bus, and I was on the bus by myself. There was a few people as well, and then we were coming through West Croydon. I don't even know what told me to do this, but I literally put my phone away, and I put my headphones away, and I put my phone in silent. The first person that I saw come up the stairs was the same guy, and we looked at each other in the eye, and he started smiling, and he was with about 5 dudes this time. I was like, shit, I'm gonna get fucked up on this bus. I was like, let me just keep my cool. And then he sat down on the seat. He sat down on the seat right behind me. And then he was like, he saw this other dude, and he was like, are you with him? And the guy was like, no. And he was like, what? And I was like, oh fucking hell, here we go. And he was like to me, do you know this dude? I was like, no. And then the 4 dudes that was with him, excluding one of them because the other one was sitting on the seat next to him, started moving to this guy like he wanted to rob him and stuff. So then he was talking to me. He's like, why did you run the last time I saw you? And I was like, listen, I didn't want to get stabbed up. Like, I was just doing my Christmas shopping. They were laughing and stuff, and I was like, yeah, but anyways, I was having a bad day anyways. Like, I shouldn't have got rude on the bus and stuff, innit? And he was like, oh yeah, whatever. And then he was like, oh, let me see your phone. And I was like, oh, I left it at home. And he's like, oh, so what's that? And he was like, put it into my right pocket. I was like, oh, that's my Oyster card thing. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And literally at that moment, my phone started to ring. I could feel it vibrating in my left pocket. And I was like, shit, I hope he doesn't hear it. So I had to sort of move away from the window as well, so that it wasn't vibrating against the wall. And then came off the bus, and I was thinking, shit, these guys are gonna be following me now. Then I didn't see him for about a good month and a bit. Then, you know, I was just literally just walking around now. It was late night. I was coming from the studio, and just past the swimming pool in Fulton Heath, and I saw this dude on a little bicycle, and I was like, oh fuck, you know, I could tell by his head shape as well that it was the guy. As he's come past me, he was like, hey pussy, I was like, shut up. And he was like, what? I was like, ah fuck, why did I say that? Dropped the bike, came over to me, he's like, oh, what did you just say? I was like, oh, I didn't say anything. And then he's like, ah, that's what I thought. He was like, as a matter of fact, wait here. And then he started calling to some guys down the road, but they couldn't hear him. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be waiting here, forget that. I literally just got on my horses and went. And then literally the next day I saw the guy again, yeah. But this time when I saw him, it was like straight up beef. Like he was not impressed to see me, and I wasn't impressed seeing him. And it was straight, fuck it, let's go. So then me and this guy starts fighting now. Gave him a smack to the side of his head. He's like basically fell onto the floor. But when he fell to the floor, he got straight back up. And I was like, what is this guy made out of? So then after that I swung him around, hit him into this pole on the bus, and he still got back up. And then he was like, oh, the next time I see you, you're dead. And then I was like, oh fucking hell, you know what? Like, that is it. That was the last straw, man. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna basically try and avoid this guy at all costs, because you know, I'm not gonna be taking any risks with my life, man. But yeah guys, I don't want to divulge too much into the story anymore, because then I'll start to reveal too many details, and then I could get myself in trouble. But yeah guys, until the next episode of Bikersin, ride safe, take care, and I hope you enjoyed my little story. See you later.